Hello, everyone. My name is Skip McCowan. I'm a member of the La Marinda Sunrise Rotary Club in Lafayette, and I'm also a member of the district's International Service Committee. And as most of you know, our district has had a very robust history of doing projects internationally. And I was asked today to talk to you and to bring in Carlos Rosales, who I'll introduce in a minute, about a project that we're doing in Guatemala that will give you an idea just about how the genesis of these projects sometimes happen. One of the things that we will be talking about is a particular project that Carlos's club and my club and other clubs in our district are now interested in getting going. And it's a club, or rather a project, involving installation of concrete floors in a small village or villages in Guatemala. I think to start off with, I'd like to just introduce Carlos Rosales. How are you, Carlos?
I'm doing fine, Jack. This is Skip, and I'm a member of the Mr. Musk Club. I've been a member for close to 15 years now, and we're very excited with this project that we're trying to put together with your club and your district here in Guatemala.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your club? You mentioned it's a club of 20 people, which isn't a large club for the things that you've been doing, but give us a little bit of a background about what your club has been doing in terms of projects in Guatemala.
Well, our club is a small club. We're only 20 people, like you already said, but we're quite active, and we've done like something close to 25 global grants in the past 10 years with a total cost about 2.5 million. And District 4250, which is the district that we belong to, is the district that is most active in terms of global grants in the world.
That's interesting. And tell us a little bit about the project that we're talking about today and what we're planning on doing.
Okay, we're trying to do a concrete floor project in the community of Tecpan in Guatemala. This project came through another project that we've been working for a while in Tecpan, which is a midwives project. This is a global grant that we started in 2017, and through this project we identified the need for a solid concrete floor in the community, because we did visits to the houses, to the families, because we had to. The project consisted in training midwives, so we had to visit the houses of the people living in the community, to visit the pregnant women and the women that were breastfeeding their kids. So we identified that a lot of the houses had a dirt floor, and so we did an assessment to identify how many houses actually had dirt floor, and we identified that 62% of the houses had soil floors at home. So we decided to do a project to give them a concrete floor, because this is very important, because it will help them to have a better quality of life.
First of all, can you tell us, where is Tecpan in Guatemala?
Oh yes, Tecpan is a community that it's about 50 miles or maybe 60 miles northwest of Guatemala City in the Western Highlands. It's close to Lake Atitlan. It's close to Guatemala. It's close to Antigua, Guatemala. It's about 30 miles or 32 miles west of Antigua, Guatemala. It's a close drive from Antigua, Guatemala. I guess it's about maybe a 45-minute drive from Antigua, Guatemala. Actually, it's got a lot of history in there, because Iximche are some Mayan ruins next to Tecpan, and in Iximche was where the first capital city of Guatemala was founded in 1524, when the Spaniards came to Guatemala. So there's a lot of history involved in Tecpan.
And in this particular project, I've read something from the World Bank study about the impact that a concrete floor can have on a family. Can you tell us a little bit about what you know about that?
Oh, yes. In fact, Guatemala has a lot of problems with malnourishment. In fact, 1 of every 2 children in Guatemala is malnourished. And so when you put a concrete floor, what happens is that a lot of the gastrointestinal diseases is decreased because it's easier to clean because families living in dirt floors have a lot of problems with health issues because they live, sleep, eat, all of their activities are done in a house that has a dirt floor. So when you put a concrete floor, this is decreased because all the germs that are on the dirt floor are not there anymore because the concrete floor is a lot easier to clean.
Has this been shown to have an effect on keeping kids in school and helping with their education?
Yeah, yes, because if you decrease gastrointestinal diseases, GI diseases in the family, especially in the kids, they are not sick all the time, so they don't lose as many school days in the year. So they attend school a lot more often, and they don't lose all these school days that they miss due to being sick with the GI diseases through the school year.
Can you tell us, Carlos, a little bit about how the families will be selected for these floors?
Yes. In fact, when we first started doing projects in Tecpan, we talked first to the municipal authorities and to the COCODES. COCODES are community committees of development in Guatemala, and they are Mayan authorities that we also always bring into the projects, so they feel that they are taken into account and they're important part of the project, because we don't just want to be Rotarians bringing bright ideas to the communities. We want the communities to be part of the projects, so they feel that they are part of the project from the beginning. So in this project, we're also bringing the municipalities and the COCODES as part of the projects, so they help us select which families are going to be the ones that are going to be benefited by the project. And also, we're not just going to bring the funds to the project, but we're going to be asking families to be part of the project with labor and with some part of the materials. Maybe if the project is going to be, for example, each concrete floor is going to be somewhere between $750 to $1,000, we're going to ask them to be putting maybe 10% to 15% of the material plus labor. So there's a sense of ownership in the floors, and they feel like the project is their project, not our project, but it's their project because they're putting something into it.
Yeah, I think that's an important part of the whole project. Can you tell us what your plans are for whether or not U.S. Rotarians in our district, for instance, are going to be able to help with any part of the project?
That's a very important question, Skip, because we always bring Rotarians to work on the project. And that's why we think that the project, a time frame for the project would be, we could be doing the project in March or in February or March of next year, the spring of next year. So Rotarians could come to work hands on the project, because that way also the community could identify with Rotarians, and they could see that it's a project involving Rotarians from Guatemala, Rotarians from the US, and the community. And that way the project is sustainable through the years, because they always see the project as a joint project, not only like a project that it's something that it's like only part that someone is doing, but it's a lot of participation. So it's a joint project, like that all parts involved are actually working in the project, and hands-on, everybody is participating in the project. And right. that's a very important part, and that has proven to be a successful project for us as our club. We've been doing this part of this kind of projects for close to 20 years with other clubs and districts from the US in other communities, and we've been building schools like this, and it's proving to be successful.
Great. Let me just finish up, Carlos, since we don't have much time left, but just to describe the fact that we have, I think, 6 clubs now besides our club already committed to participate in this program. We're looking for more clubs, and we'll welcome any other clubs in the district that would like to participate. And then just briefly, I'd like to point out that the genesis of this project came from my visiting San Jose, Costa Rica at the Uniendo America Project Fair in 2019. And then I followed up after meeting Julio Gracioso, a member of Carlos's club. I met him again in Antigua last year for the project fair. And this relationship, friendly relationship with Julio, and then getting to know Carlos, made it really easy for us to be very, very comfortable in doing this project in Guatemala. And we're looking forward to it. And we will really look forward to having other clubs participate as well. So thanks very much. Carlos, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, Skip, and thanks for having me in this conversation.
You bet.